It's the Forbidden City. It's the Golden Heart. This is a map of old Beijing from the Ming Dynasty. It actually predates the Ming Dynasty. Good. Good stroking. That's the way you want to do it. Good. And we're going to pull the tape off.
When the leaf is done or when the glue is done?
No, you're a little too low.
I think we should put the gold on the boundary, but keep the like skinny lines, like skinny empty lines.
So when you're saying putting it on the boundary, stay here. I want to know if you mean the red. It's almost one of their red imperial colors. You're saying put gold here?
Yeah.
I think this line will be very important gold. But we're gonna, I think, if this gets gold here, yeah, I think maybe we'll fill this in gold. What's really special to me right now is this morning we had a group meeting in which we decided to work collaboratively. We decided to brainstorm together about how to handle Beijing.
Like
Nice work, Margaret.
The narrow line,
The narrow line. Instead of having it where they're executing my ideas only, we're talking about using the apprentices in a different way rather than simply as assistants. So I'm actually very moved because they've participated in the decision-making about this. The Chinese have a way of thinking about recarving the past, of making new the past, and they do it to discover exemplary moral conduct and exemplary behavior. We'll cut each trigram apart and space them down a little bit more so we can see what they would look like coming all the way down. Keep them, we'll play with them, but let's play with them first in circles.
Okay.
Here we're taking the oldest map of Beijing and we're making it new. And we're taking the heart of the Forbidden City and we're rendering it in exquisite gold leaf. Wow. Good. These are, when Lhasa was still a sacred city, we're going to diagram the skyline or outline the skyline of the mountains of Tibet. We will have the Patola and then references to the other great mountain ranges within the sacred circumambulation of it, all in gold against the black. This is the Lingor line. This is the sacred circumambulation path. And it cuts down and circles and comes around again. And it's the path of all the pilgrims because it circles all the sacred buildings in Lhasa. So it navigates Lhasa the same way it's going to navigate our painting. And then the hands on the top are called mudras, and each one has symbolic meaning. I think every culture from the cave, from Lascaux and the earliest caves, have the record of the human handprint. And what's really nice is that all the people who were working on this painting, we all put our hands up there. So that's what the painting is. It turns out that the illuminated manuscripts kept in the Patola, they have 7 lines of color. Each line of the illuminated manuscript, each line of text is in a different color. Gold, silver, copper, bronze, conch shell, turquoise, coral. We're going to have a rainbow of a very early Tibetan poem because they believe that the first Tibetans came down from the heavens on this ladder, a ladder of a rainbow to the mountaintop. So that's what's going to come down this painting. This is a roughly 1935 photograph, and this is where the monks and all the sacred high-up officials were camping at the base of the Patola, the home of the Dalai Lama. So we're going to superimpose this. See, this looks like there are no mountains, right?
Yeah.
Voila! Look at that. Is that amazing? It's just that there's cloud cover. It's the exact same angle of the Patola. And I kept thinking, oh, it's such a shame that the picture we have doesn't have any mountains. This is what we're going to do with leaf.
That's going to be a lot of tiny lines.
So why don't you do what's called spot checking. The problem is this black will kill a brush. It destroys a brush. So you have to keep your brush wet at all times. So you're going to take some of Holly's black and use your brush.
And just scoop it out here.
Good work, Carlos. Good. And it's these kinds of details, Carlos, even though you have a big painting, it's these kinds of details that say to the viewer, I'm a beautiful, gorgeous painting. These details talk. They're like really precious moments in a painting.
If it's, I think,
Thinner?
yeah, the
Wouldn't
better.
it be better? Yeah.
We can continue all the way down, like to finish what we got.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Margaret, as long as you're doing it, make sure you're perpendicular. Use the T-square.
Alright.
I'll check the other ones.
Yeah.
All the tape, all of it?
Just
Up to-
everything where you believe.
That comes off too.
It's great. I mean, the pattern continues, so it's great.
Yep.
And then I think we're going to need to put this on the floor,
The
the painting,
okay, so how I'll do that?
because we're going to pour onto it. Wait, oh, there it is. Okay. The issue is this is the pre-attack map of Hiroshima right before the Americans bombed. And this is a cascade of plum blossoms over the map. Does the map go over the branch or the branch over the map? I'm going to leave it with one area where the map goes over the branch. Right here. So this, when I said that this is going to get leafed, this is the pre-attack map of Hiroshima going up there. These are the waterways. The white gold, the moon gold is the waterways. So here, the waterway and the branch coincide. And that's where I'm making a decision. That's going to be a gorgeous scene of Hiroshima now.
Okay.
There's a poem from a 17th century Sufi mystical poet from Kabul, a poem celebrating Kabul. The text is going up through the road, through this portion. Kabul wears a rugged mountain skirt, and the rose is jealous of its lash-like thorns. The dust of Kabul's blowing soil smarts lightly in my eyes, but I love her. For knowledge and love both come from her dust. I love that. There's our Empire State Building. Isn't that cool? See, we're always playing with positives and negatives. So you'd think the land is the positive and the water's the negative, and the water's the positive for us. It really catches the light. Inside of Manhattan in about 50 different languages, it's going to say, "This is my city." In everything, in Swahili, in Japanese, in Chinese, in every language you can think of, it's going to say, "New York is my city." So that's New York.